I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. Cause every minute, every second with you is another minute, another night you get me through. I'll stay with you until the dawn. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Say I'll stay awake and watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you. Lost in shimmering light, rest my head on my pillowcase again. Talk me through one more night. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me waiting for you. I'm gravitating towards you. You can hit me up anytime you want. Cause every minute, every second with you is another minute, another night you get me through. I'll stay with you until the dawn. Go live, I'm telling myself it's just 5 more minutes. I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy again, but we won't sleep, no we won't sleep. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone, internal deja vu. Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. watch these restless nights turn into days. So say you'll stay up too. We know we're overdue for some shut-eye. Instead I surrender all my sleep to you. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone. Internal deja vu. 'Cause with the audio visual, it's something additional. I hear and see your point of view. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. I'll stay up for you.
Bug spray works best when your family
There we go. It wasn't having any problems earlier. It was doing just fine, like a couple hours ago. It's been a while since I've been on my computer, actually. I was actually on earlier with Jade a couple hours ago, and then the rain. And then a rainstorm came in, and then it kept disconnecting me from Discord, and I was like, dang it. So then I just, then our internet went out, and then I just took a nap. And then I woke up, and it was 4, and I was like, cool, awesome. So I need to do that right now. And then the internet finally turned back on. But how's everybody doing? I see Molly, I see Raven, hello Moon, nice to see all of you here. DM real quick, you go right ahead. The music appears to have stopped. Give it a moment. Game? Music, you moving? Moving, grooving. Dang. Haven't even started streaming and I'm so excited for that day to come. Are you planning on starting streaming? It's very cool. As we angry as the days from now on, I am not surprised. Your workplace makes me want to smack something too, don't you worry. So is the music gonna start up again? Hey, there it is. Rogue. No. Rogue, got my third dimension. No. I can't even do anything right now. I couldn't even change it if I wanted to. Physically cannot change it. But thank you for the redeem. It's completely... Yeah, it's frozen again. You know, I really like my 3D VTuber. You know, I had a whole debut for her and everything. I really like using her. But I can't. Well, just gonna close that now. Like as much as I joke about being like, no, don't run off with the third dimension, it's almost kind of needed nowadays. Just to be able to do things. And I wish I knew why. Hardest part is starting. It's true. It's true. The hardest part is... Oh, now you start moving as I'm closing the program? That's interesting. That's fascinating. Yeah, honestly, while we wait for the music and the rest of my computer to kick back on, yeah, one of the hardest parts about streaming is getting started, because you don't know what kind of streamer you're going to be, what kind of things you're going to enjoy streaming, until you do. When I started, I was just streaming like Minecraft SMPs I was on, and minigames, like Hypixel minigames. And that has completely changed now. Now I'm doing, you know, now I'm doing a like a long-term survival world, the occasional SMP, and also just weekly playthroughs on Wednesdays. And then there's even more plans in the future to do other stuff once I get some stuff set up, probably like a year or two down the line. But yeah, best thing to do is just start. I started all the way back in December 2020, and to think I'd be doing what I'm doing now with like the stuff that I have now is crazy. I would not have believed you to be like, yeah, I have my own VTuber, I have Willow, I've been able to make her a part of like my streaming and like emotes and stuff. You'll be able to find yourself a lot easier once you start, because once you start, you'll know like, what do I have time to do? Do you work? Do you have a job? Do you go to school? Do you have time off? Do you like help your family out? Do you do things with your family? You know, so what times are you going to stream? And then if that's not consistent, just figuring out like, okay, out of the free time that I do have, maybe it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays you have open. So it's like, I'll do it like morning Tuesdays and afternoon Thursdays. Do that for a little bit, kind of, start off with whatever you like, something simple or something that you enjoy right now, like maybe it's a game, I don't know, like Stardew Valley, and so you stream Stardew Valley on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you just do that, and then maybe you change it, and you're like, ooh, well, I also like this game. Trying to think of a game. I don't know, Risk of Rain 2. Totally unconnected. And you're like, I want to play this way, so you start playing that game, and then maybe your schedule changes, and it's like, oh, now you can do Wednesdays, or maybe you can do Saturdays, so you add on a day, and you just do it like that. Risk of Raid 2. I knew you would get that. It's a lot of like experimenting and then building off of what you've done. And yeah. That's why, honestly, the best advice is, I'm literally putting Stardew right now. That's great. I'm actually prophetic. I actually know exactly what everybody's doing right now. I actually can see into the future. My brain big, brain huge, actually. That's awesome. That's so funny. I can't believe I called that. I was literally just thinking of like games off the top of my head. Currently a console, PlayStation, because I don't have a computer at the moment. I'd love to be a VTuber, PNG tuber. PNG tubing is a lot easier than VTubing, mostly just because it's a lot easier to make a PNG tuber. So if you wanted to get started with that, that'd probably be where I'd say to start. I started as a PNG tuber, sort of. I'd say yes. Yeah, I started as a PNG tuber. Or my first entry into VTubing was PNG tubing. You know, I'd love to get this off the thing, but I have closed this program like 3 times, and it is not closing. You know, we have to have our mandatory 25 minutes of waiting for the computer to get its stuff figured out. It's just a part of every stream, you know? It's kind of what we do around here. As V-Raid, and not many people realize that. Interesting. It worked. Okay, it finally closed. Can we open that up? Oh, thank you for the Hydrate Rogue. I did do that. I completely forgot to say something about that. But yeah, I know there's adapters. I mean, not having a computer is pretty hard. I don't think it's, like, impossible. But yeah, I think you'd have to wait for some kind of computer just to get started. I definitely, like, it's not impossible. I think you could, because, like, I know you can stream on mobile, and you could probably find some way of connecting that up. But yeah, the great thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, or that a lot of people don't think about, is that it's totally valid to, like, use platforms like YouTube and Twitch and stuff just to have fun. Just to, like, stream, you know, maybe you want to stream as a hobby, like, I want to share myself playing this game, or drawing this, like, this drawing that I'm doing. And you can totally do that. It doesn't have to be, like, huge long-term goals, or, you know, something like me, where eventually I do want this to be my full-time job. Hopefully not in this state. But eventually I do want this to be my full-time job, so I do stream and make videos as often as I can, just because I want to keep up the consistency, I want to keep up a good pattern, which does not help in that effect I haven't uploaded a video in like 3 weeks. But last week was difficult. I am planning to at least get a short out this week in the next like day or two, so you can look forward to that. But yeah, I'm really hoping to get videos out in May, because man, I want to. I have like 3 that I'm working on, and man, yeah, just another place to chill. That's totally allowed and what it can be. Like YouTube, before it became a platform to, you know, have any sort of career on, it was a video sharing platform. I mean, it is at its core a video sharing platform, so if you want to just use it to like make silly videos, or like be like, here's an art piece or something, you can do that. You can, and it doesn't have to be anything special, it doesn't have to be any long-term goals, it can just be like, I want to put this video out, and I can do that. Or I want to, you know, do a stream, just for fun, and like my friends can watch. You can do that. There's no set way of doing it. And you also don't need to put the pressure on yourself to like, I have to start it perfectly. Because when I started, holy cow, I sucked. I mean, I had a couple of followers, but they were all my friends. Some of the most regular people in chat are good friends of mine. Case in point, Raven. Jade. Let's see. Skelly comes in here sometimes. I think Pink has popped in a few times before. Obviously, Tessu. There's a lot of people, I think especially at my size, are just my friends. And that's fine. And when I started, it was especially that. There was very few people watching me because I didn't have a lot. And that's okay. You don't need a lot to start. All you need to do is have some way of pushing go live and do whatever you want. Because the more you do it, the more you'll be able to figure out what you want to do. And as that happens, you'll be able to decide what you want to do with it. Do you want this to be like, hey, like as I'm going through school, I want something to do as a hobby. So you do streams like once a week or something. Or you're like, hey, I like making videos. Maybe I'll do, gameplays of this game that I like. Or you want to talk about like a book you read in like a 3-part series or something. So you put that on YouTube. And it doesn't matter if one person sees it or 1,000 people see it. What matters is that as you do it, you'll figure out what you want to achieve. And as you do it for longer, you'll figure out more tips, you'll figure out more of like who you are and how you want to present yourself online and how you want to be seen, what you don't want to be seen, and all of that. Obviously, I've been doing this for a few years now. I have learned so much. I mean, Sorry about that. Had to help my family with something. How? Ooh, and Kat is here. Hello, Kat. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you enjoy your lurk. VidaTube is still not opened. We'll just have to do stream without it then. It'll open eventually. I'm gonna eat it. Well, I think that's the problem. It's being eaten currently. Need to bite your notes. I was actually thinking about getting one. Oh, okay. Now that I brought up... See, now that I bring up... Whenever I try to bring up Task Manager, suddenly it's like, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe I should. You know what? I'll just open. There's no problem, right? Of course. Well, this is very specifically why I have a copy of the Willow 2D stuff saved in case this ever happens again. I literally made a backup of it last time this happened because I didn't want to go through and make it again. So yeah. There we go. So, hello everybody, I am in the mailbox and this is Connection Point. We're only 30 minutes into this and we're getting started. A new record, actually. This has been happening a lot recently and I don't know why, but we're through it and that is cool. So, if you weren't here last stream, I mean this is a couple streams ago, but we did the majority and almost completely finished the markers, the buoys that lead us all the way to the mob farm, the island that you'll see in the distance soon. Do I have a boat? No, but I can fly there. If you weren't here, bam! This is my mob farm, and it's just kind of been chilling out in the middle of the ocean, doing nothing. But now we have markers coming all the way over to it, and minus a few things that we need to finish, like a little bit more moss carpeting and changing over the chains over here to chains and walls. We are done, and once we get that finished, we are going to start on the project for today, which is a skeleton farm. If you haven't been around for a while, because some of you might be new, I have been hoping to find a skeleton spawner, or just any kind of spawner, for a long time now. I kind of thought it was impossible, that I wouldn't be able to find one. I think I've maybe found a couple zombie spawners here and there in caves, but I've never found a skeleton spawner. And by luck of the trade, a couple streams ago, I was digging around here, and you can see that hole. That is a skeleton spawner. It is literally right next to our base. So today, we're going to get to build one. So yeah, we're going to work on the chains, and then we're going to work on building a skeleton spawner, which is going to be so much fun. And I am so excited. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. How's everybody doing today? What has everybody done today? What do we think of the vibe is today? Also, Raven, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Kata. That is very sweet of you. And yeah, thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, first of all, walls. Let's get started by doing this project. This honestly shouldn't take us very long at all. It's just going to be switching out these every once in a while. Okay, I passed the question there. Alright, double it and give it to the next person. Let's see. My day has been very interesting, I'll say that. I spent it playing Star Rail a little bit, doing a little bit of work on the next short. I figured out what the video was going to be and started working on it, and then I tried to play Minecraft with Jade, and then the internet failed, and then I fell asleep. So, a pretty quiet day. Vibe? That is a vibe. Small is always a good vibe. I'm gonna drown. And... okay, cool. I always forget that you have the little pixelated emote. It's so cute. Or pixel art emote. Would it be pixel art? I think it'd be pixel art. Did I? No, I did that one right. Okay, cool. Got it. Too much gravel in Minecraft today. Let me tell you, you can never collect. Wait, that's the wrong button. You can never collect too much gravel, ever. You just can't. If you like using blocks like concrete, or doing builds like at the bottom of the ocean, or doing like gradients and pathways and stuff using gravel, oh my gosh, you go through that stuff so fast. Concrete especially is like the biggest thing. You go through a lot of gravel if you make a lot of concrete. You will be surprised how fast it dwindles. Same thing with sand too. I mean, sand, it happens even more frequently because you have stuff like glass, and I believe it comes up in a few other recipes. So yeah, that stuff goes crazy. Sand and gravel is always a good thing to stockpile. Wait, wrong way. You know, to be fair, there actually used to be a time when I would have agreed with you, and like, yeah, there can be too much gravel. However, that was back before all of this. And when I was living, like, I had, what, like 10 double chests to my name, and that was as big as my storage room could handle. So pro tip, if you feel like you've collected too many resources, you might have, but also try giving yourself more room to like place it. It becomes a lot easier to hold lots of materials when you have something to hold it in. So expand your storage room, make it look pretty if you want to, but just lay down a bunch of chests. Because then, let's say you want to what is it? I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Let's say you want to build a project in your worlds. You know, maybe this is a world that you want to keep for a few weeks, a few months, who knows. And let's say you have a project you want to build. It also makes it a lot easier to gather materials for that build if you've, one, explored your world, and two, have places to store those materials. You know, I wouldn't just be able to just grab polished blackstone walls if I didn't have a double chest of blackstone just chilling in my base, ready to be used whenever I need it. But since I have been stockpiling it for, I guess a couple of months now, then I'm able to be like, hey, what materials do I have? Oh, I have lots of birch logs and oak logs. Cool. I'll use that in my build. It makes it a lot easier to do things when you have the resources to, you know, the resources should not be the issue. The creativity should be. And by that I mean some resources are just difficult to get. Like if you want to use obsidian to build, that's just gonna suck, just no matter what. But collecting materials and having places to store those materials makes it less like, hey, I want to build this, but I don't have anything I can build it out of, and turns it into, oh, hey, I have these materials, what do I want this thing to look like, and what materials can I use to make that happen? It's a lot easier to enjoy the process and use a bunch of different blocks when you have a bunch of different blocks. Although to be fair, I'm pretty sure you just started your world a few days ago, so that is not a worry you need to worry about today. But it is something to keep in mind if you have a longer term world. I am, honestly, I have seen a lot of things over my time playing Minecraft, which has been about, gosh, I think it's been 8 years now. And I have really grown to enjoy long-term worlds, even if it's not like one world that you want to keep going on, like a true long-term world, one that you plan to hold on to and like continue building in for a long time. Something like IBX like that. His Let's Play world has been going for like 11 years, and it is truly a marvel to behold, let me tell you. Even if not that, I am a big fan of long-term worlds. I have regularly, over the past, gosh, what, like 4 or 5 years, been in worlds that lasted like as little as a couple months to worlds that lasted over a year. And I am starting to really like them. Something that I don't think is enjoyed enough about long-term worlds is that short-term worlds are completely fun. Things like, you know, the V-Pumpkin SMP or any of the SMPs I played on, or some of the worlds that I played on with friends. Some of them only last a couple months, like maybe, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, let's say. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think you can totally enjoy a world and only have it last a couple months or a couple weeks, either way. I think you can totally do that. There is no problem with doing that. You play Minecraft how you want to do, and do not listen to me. Enjoy it your own way. However, something that I've really noticed as time has gone on is that long-term worlds give you the opportunity to make things better. Because let me tell you, the world I'm playing in right now with my friends, we've been in it for, gosh, almost, I want to say almost 17 months now. And we are planning on switching at the end of May. So it'll only go until about 17 and a half. But that's still almost a year and a half in the same world. However, something, sorry, one of the things I didn't appreciate enough when we started, because this is our first world that has gone on this long. The last one I think went on for just under a year. The one that went on the longest previous to this was about a year. But something that has always taken me by surprise, and I always forget is a thing, is in a long-term world that goes more than, let's say, 8 months or so, maybe 10. I'll say in a world, because I would consider a long-term world anything that's longer than 6 months. If you're spending 6 months in a world or longer, I would consider that a long-term world. Maybe you could do like 6 to 10 months is like midterm, and then 11 and beyond is a long-term. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. I definitely think once you hit the year mark, it's a long-term world. Just my rough estimates as I talk. But as a world gets longer, something that you start to appreciate is that you can come back to projects that you've started. So take me for example. When I started this world, there were a bunch of projects that were either long-term projects, like a sewer system that I wanted to connect everybody's bases together, and has just recently been finished up in the last month, or a couple projects around the world. Like I wanted to build flower farms, and I wanted to build an area with a whole bunch of flower farms so we could all have flowers and stuff. And then I also wanted to build in this valley and like fill it up with water, decorate the walls, and do stuff with it. And both of those projects I abandoned like well over a year ago. I abandoned them all the way back at the beginning of last year because I started them, was like, I'll get around to them eventually, and never did. And one of the beauties of a long-term world is you can say, hey, I don't really have anything I'm doing right now. You know, I've finished up a lot of my other projects that I'm doing. Why don't I come back to that? Which is what I've been doing. So at the beginning of this world, or at the beginning of January, beginning of this year, I actually was able to go back, or maybe December, I think. I went back and I worked on that valley project and turned it into something beautiful. I redecorated the walls. I added this giant like floating island in the center connected up with a bunch of chains, and I called it the Hidden Valley. It is one of my favorite places to be, and it looks so much better now that I've done it. And then the flower farm project that I was talking about earlier, I've been working on that over the last, gosh, like couple weeks now, maybe a month or so, maybe a month and a half. And well, one, I'm trying to get it finished before we actually end the world and move on to the next season. But I've had so much fun building it and making different flower farms at different heights, building a giant bridge in between all of them, making pathways, and there's still a few more farms I have to build. I'm making them out of different wood types each time. Just little fun things like that, making the area like complete, making it finished, making it usable, making it functional. And if we had ended the world like 6 months in or 10 months in, that never would have happened. And there's something really special about that I think doesn't get shared enough about. A long-term world is a chance to live somewhere, in a sense. At least, that's how I like to think about it. You know, I am somebody who plays Minecraft all the time. Who would have guessed, right? I play Minecraft 2 or 3 times a week on stream live. So, you know, big, crazy assumptions there. I know. Really hard to imagine. And I find myself being able to connect to a lot of the worlds that I play with my friends, without my friends. I mean, this world specifically has so much life and history and memories connected to it that I can't even express all of it. It would take me weeks to just go over every little bit and all the things that I remember, all the streams and clips and people that have come in and out and just shared their experiences or just been here for a moment. This world has been lived in and will continue to be lived in. That's the beauty of a long-term world. And especially the worlds that I play with my friends, they have so much history to them. You know, I like to think about it as like a part of our lives were lived here. Especially if it's a world you play on often and goes on for, you know, more than 6 months or so. You really start to feel like this is yours. Like you made this world happen. You start to remember how much time you've spent there, especially if it goes on. Like the longer it goes on, the more you can remember. And something I've actually talked about to Raven is the moment you leave a world. Let's say you want to, like, let's say you've played in a world for any amount of time, and you're like, okay, cool, this world has run its course, I'm gonna make a different one, I'm gonna make a new world. Whatever amount of time, the moment, and this is one of the most important things, at least to me, the moment that you feel something when you leave the world, or even think about the fact that you're leaving the world and you're going on to a new one, is the moment that you know that that world means something. I take a lot of weight in making sure that the things that I make mean something. Even if they're like really difficult to make or really boring, like some of the Stray episodes are. Holy cow, that series is it was so much fun playing it, but it's really rough editing it. My brain does not like it. But if I can put love and care into something, like my Minecraft worlds, or hanging out with my friends, or making videos or making streams, if I can put love and care into it, if I can make others care about it, if I can make it something special, then I've done it. That's my goal. Just making my little corner of the internet something special to remember. That's all I can ask for. And that's kind of my goal, at least here, with the whole vibe that I want to go for on my channel and stuff. Something that I figured out, especially more recently, that I want to lead into, is that this place is mine, and it's very me oriented. Who would have guessed, right? It's my channel. But I love doing things that I enjoy. I love sharing what I enjoy, and I love seeing other people being able to enjoy it, or talk about it, or make something that they enjoy off of it. That's like everything I want. And if I can do that, then I'd be perfectly content. And I've done that a bunch already. It has happened more times than you know in the last 3.5 years. It is an incredible feeling. So yeah, I like long-term worlds, because the longer you spend in a world, the more you can make it feel special, the more you can make it feel like home. And I think that also just extends beyond Minecraft. Like if you play a game, or do a bunch of art pieces around a certain topic, or write fan fiction, or write stories about a certain thing, or a headcanon, or an AU, or a story, anything that you want, you spend enough time doing anything, and it becomes special. It has emotional weight, and I think that is important. Because the moment something means something is, well, the moment it means something. It's not very descriptive. But it's the moment you know that, like, the effort you've put in is coming back out. You know, I can look at this world and go, I remember the months, the 6 months it took to build this tree. You know, it's been long enough that I can go back and watch those streams and remind myself how long it took to make those branches, how many streams it took to make those leaves, and build them all the way down. Holy cow, that was difficult. Or building this this storage system from the ground up. This place has so much history and has been around for so much of me that I have a lot of emotions attached to it, and it's very important to me. And so that's how I know that it feels like home, that it feels like some place that is, well, worth it. The time and love that I've put into it comes back out as a very strong feeling of this is important and this is special. And I think that's about the best thing you can do with a Minecraft world, is make it feel special, make it feel like yours in some way. And however that looks, I think that's awesome. So, after our, after that, let's get some moss blocks to finish off the moss carpets, and also start putting together a palette for what we want what is it called? The skeleton farm to look like. We do have some mud. We do some packed mud. That could be fun. Let's see. We do have a lot of blackstone, so maybe like a blackstone ceiling on the whole thing. We do have some calcite. We have lots of amethyst. It may not always be the right way to do it, if there even is a right way, but a lot of what I do revolves around feeling. And so if I can create a feeling, or if I am able to create a feeling, I feel like I've done it right. So I feel that way about Minecraft worlds, about builds, about memories, about a lot of things. If something means something to you, and you feel that, then it means something to you. If you feel something, it means something to you. And I like making things feel like they mean something. It means a lot to me. We also do have quite a bit of quartz, and we do have a little bit of copper. Not sure what in the world we could do with it. Let's see, how much glass? We do have glass, so glass will not be a problem. We could also use tinted glass. I know one thing that means a lot. Stairs. Looks into your eyes. I know what you are. Hi. Hello, Dihona. How are you doing? Nice to see you as always. We also have these. I don't think I've actually used granite, or I don't think I've used any of these a lot. So we could do something with those. That could be fun. Maybe like blackstone and because we do have sand. We do sandstone. Although that's just looking at blocks. Okay, what theme do we want to go for? Because it is a skeleton farm and it is underwater. So we could do like an underwater stronghold or something. You know, we have our big tree here, and then as we go out, we have these markers that kind of lead you all the way over there, and we'll have some staircase or way to get in. So probably something like that. Also, the swamp is close by, so we could have things like vines. We can make it feel overgrown too. That could be fun. We do have the bamboo farm right there, and we do have kelp. We'd use kelp blocks, like kelp blocks and stone. Not sure how that would mix, but I'm kind of thinking like an underwater cave, or like an underwater tunnel that like got broke off. Underground overgrown geode. You know, kind of like that, because what I was thinking is like some kind of abandoned, maybe sewer tunnel that like one side got caved in. And on like, and we could have like on the staircase to the tunnel, we could have like patches of amethyst peeking through. Like we were, like there's an amethyst geode on one side and it's just like lighting the wall. That could be really fun. Okay, so the next question, where would the tunnel lead? I am tempted to say we could have the tunnel connect into the Tree of Time over here. Right this way, and like right here. Pretty good Y level at 46. But I feel like I had another idea for it, and I need to go back and look, because I don't remember what that idea was now. So I'll hold off on that idea for now. There's not many places over here we could do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like close to the ceiling anyways, so that was I did not really take a screenshot. Yeah, the water's literally right there, so it will pop up above the ground, and we'll have to do some terraforming, because this needs to be cleared out. In fact, hear me out. Let's say the tunnel comes right through here, right? Like we'll make the skeleton farm right there, and then let's say right here, there's this big cavernous sewer tunnel that stretches all the way to the tree. Or maybe that like an entrance has been built into the tree. Like for some reason there was a sewer tunnel over here. For whatever reason, boom, there's a tunnel. And it goes past here. You know, maybe we push this back a few blocks and we do it like right here. So this is like the edge of the tunnel. Like maybe we do, because it would be pretty wide, maybe like 7-9 blocks wide, and it goes past, and right down here, I'm not sure how far, but like we go over here and it's a bunch of rocks. It looks like it's completely caved in. Maybe we do gravel and we have like strips of blocks across it, like warning, do not cross, this is dangerous. It's basically been cut off for who knows how long. And then on this side we also have that like do not cross dangerous, as if this was left here, as if this was like discovered while they were building the tunnel, and then it got out of hand and then caused some kind of cave-in. That could be cool. That's also a lot of work. Like first, what do we want the build palette to be? We could do stone, gravel, cobble, debris, and orange and black concrete acting as caution tape. I think you're onto something there. Gravel, cobble, debris. We could have like little like stones of cobble and stones of stuff. Because we also don't have to make it look like cobble and stuff. That would only be for the exposed parts. This is a... To be fair, it also doesn't have to look really beautiful, because remember, it's a sewer tunnel. So the floor we walk on will probably be like maybe a level or two, maybe like a block or 2 blocks deep water, and then there's some kind of pathway through it, like some kind of central pathway with water on both sides. I need to dig this out. I'm having ideas. So we'll just say, I don't know, for test purposes, because we'll probably have to move this around in a second, do not worry, that we have something like... Probably gonna have to fill this all back in, but do not worry. Under the water is mud. That is true. We could have the bottom be like patches of mud and mossy whatever, or mud. Okay, so we have something like this, right? And there's like I think I would want to make it wider. So maybe like something like this. So there's a pathway, and then this floor like drops down 2 blocks, and it kind of like curves like it's a tunnel. And like obviously we want to make it look pretty, but it doesn't have to look like amazing. So close to home, go time. Yes, yes, you're almost there. And that's kind of my idea. So this stretches all the way back there, and then, you know, right here we have a big window into it, which is where we'd sit to AFK. And then we collect the drops, and then like we have them. I guess we'd have them fall, because since the ceiling is right there, and I don't mind doing terraforming, but we could only push this up like maybe 2 or 3 blocks or so. Actually, we could probably do a bit more with it. And something like that. So we'll have this running, and then it's like that right there. And then the cave in is right there. And then if we ever want to continue the tunnel, we can always have like a way to go. We can like maybe take the cave in and then like move it so that we can do more of the tunnel later. I don't know, that could be cool. We could have like little, like, we could have lanterns hanging from the ceiling, like this was traveled a little bit ago, because it only needs a little bit of light. And an ad is started. I will use the ad as a way to stretch. Thank you, Raven, for the stretch. I actually like that. Can you move spawners with pistons? No, you cannot. Spawners cannot be moved. They can, I mean, you can mine them. They will just give you XP. You basically just have to leave them where they are. Well, if I didn't already have a lot of stone before, we're gonna get a lot of stone now. Alright, thank you for that stretch. And the ad break just finished, perfect, okay. So yeah, I really like this idea. I think first, before we do any of that, we work on building this. Which, you know, makes sense. Our goal should not be the tunnel first, it should be making the skeleton farm work. And then we can worry about everything else. So, I mean, first off, pretty easy. We just need to mine this out. First step, just mine this out. And Lurky's till I get home. Yay! Hope you get home safely, Raven. Love you. Ah. Yeah, we really need to do something about this. Do. You know, I have a lot of stone anyways. Bam. So we'll do that just so we don't have to constantly worry about that. And we can always, I will probably raise it up a few more blocks. There we go. The first step of building a skeleton spawner, really easy. You just mine out the space. Doesn't have to be anything special. You just dig out the blocks around it, and it not only gives you a really nice space, but also it just gives you the space you need to work with. Now I will, since we're going to be turning this into an area. Okay, so that's how we get out, or that's how we're getting into the space right now. Actually, let's just mine this up a block. Right, cool. Awesome. So we take this, and I need to make it a square. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see something. So if I did this, which would be plenty of space for the skeletons to spawn in this room, we could even make it slightly bigger, I think. I mean, the fact that it's all converging on this block right here is a good sign. That's a really good sign. I do think, just for neatness sake, I'm gonna mine it out to be a 9x9. Aha, I got you, gravel. I knew this might happen. Because all a skeleton spawner, or all a spawner is, at the end of the day, is a thing that spawns mobs. So all you need to do is be close enough for it to spawn them, and then spawn them. That's all you do. So as long as it can spawn mobs, and you have some way of killing them, boom, you have an automatic mob farm. It's very nice, fairly simple, and doesn't take a lot of time. And also, skeleton farms are one of the best ways to get bone meal and stuff. Perfect, look at that, right there. So, you do something like this. You have it dug out, and I'm actually gonna fill this in real quick and make the entrance not right there. I do it right here. Let's see. 189, 787. There we go. That was not... Red eyes, a kimono, my brother got me from me when he's stationed out there, and now I poop into the void again. You can't just drop cool lore like that and then just leave. Can't believe this. See, this is what I have to deal with, everybody. Just cool lore drops from Raven, completely out of nowhere. Can't believe this. I'm 2 blocks off. That's closer than the other time, so I'll give myself that. Awesome. Okay. There we go. Now we have a way up and down. Perfect. Sweet, we'll do that just for now. Put that on the ground. Now we have this. Now we have the farm. I poof in the void again. So yeah, very simply, this is what a skeleton spawner is. I'm now going to fill all this in. So we don't have to worry about that. Cool. And whatever this wall will be, it'll be the wall, so... something like... that's not what I want. I'll take that. Boom. So something like that. Awesome. Now knowing that we're going to likely dig this out, I'll be back. Take your time, Molly, and even if you aren't, thank you so much for being here. I always love having you here. Hydrate? I will happily take the hydrate. Thank you very much. Water good? Hydrate. Hydration is very good, and you should do it. Cool, so something like this. There's a wall here where the skeleton farm will be. And I'll just dig this out for clarity's sake. I will probably be moving the beacon over here soon. But yeah, that's a skeleton farm. That's where it's gonna be. And then, you know, some way to just like sit here and watch it. And then maybe we have a chest like right there with the items shooting up into it or something. That could be fun. Yeah, here. Since we're not using for anything, this can hold all of the materials that we got for this thing. Boom. Awesome. So, do this. We will put a slab on top. It's good to put a slab on top of the spawner because things can spawn on it, and you just want to prevent that so they don't stay right there. It also probably would be a good idea to either lower this down or make the drop chute bigger, because they will just like float into here and not do anything. Yeah, I think it would just be better to move it down a block. Also more coal. Always a good thing. If you have a world, make sure you stock up on coal. You will be using coal a lot. However, coal is also really, really easy to find, so don't worry too much about it. Also, this looks very fascinating like this. This also looks super fascinating, let me tell you. Not fully intentional, but very cool. So like if I was floating... Wow, look at that speed. Look at that speed we got going on here. Ooh. And then it stops right here. And then right there. Perfect. So now they can float down, go right here, and then this will be the drop chute. then it probably won't be anything complicated. Honestly, we can just have a campfire down there. And then just have the skeletons die right there and then just gather up their materials. That would honestly be the easiest way of doing it. It will also allow us to like maybe have a hatch in the bottom, and we can go down there and kill the skeletons ourselves. I think that would be the easiest way to set one up. Grab a bucket of water. Oh, right, I have a boat. I don't know what I'm doing. The Raven boat. I still can't believe boats can have name tags. It's wild to me. Awesome, okay. So, first off, we're going to need a campfire, and specifically a soul campfire, which is coal, or is it charcoal? Okay. Oh, okay. Either of the souls. Got it. Add that to our collection of a lot of coal. Deep slate coal is one of my favorite blocks. We didn't know that. Let's see. We need soul sand or soul soil. Either one. Which we have plenty of. We then have, what am I looking for? Oh, wood, right. Sticks, 1, 2, 3, and log. I think any log works, but I'll use oak because we have a extraordinary amount of it. Campfire? Soul campfire, watch this. It burns a heart each, instead of just half a heart each. So touch, got it. Also, fun fact, if you didn't know this, you can put a campfire out. I didn't know you could do that. I was wondering if you could do that. You can also put it in, or you can put it out with a shovel and relight it with a flint and steel, with a flame bow. I think, can you do it with fire aspect too? Wait. It doesn't have fire aspect on it. I forgot about that. Well, if I did have something that had fire aspect on it, I would do that. I know I just recently learned that fire aspect works on that is a good shovel. Okay. Nice to know I have backups. I recently learned that campfires can actually, or not campfires, candles can actually be relit using a fire aspect sword. And I just think that's cool. I love little, I had no idea that was a thing you could do in Minecraft, and I am infinitely blown away by it. So, all we need to do there is one of those. Maybe another one to hold the items. A line to put up campfires as well for bridges. Oh my gosh, campfires are so pretty as a decorational item. It is pretty incredible, honestly. Like, especially, I remember when campfires came out and people were using them for, like, meat storage, because you can put uncooked meat on campfires, obviously, because you can use campfires to cook meat. Cook meat, cook fish, cook a lot of things. And you can just put them on, and or you can unlight the campfire and then put them on, and you can just hold them there. And it's such a fascinating building detail, and I love it. Shall return, sillies. Thank you. Take care. Drive safely. So yeah, if we want a really simple one, we do this. We go down. Let's say we'll go 10 blocks just so they actually do take damage. I don't have any chests with me. Wait. Yes, I do. Boom. And for, let's say, temporary building's sake, I'll do something like... Oh, I don't have any ice with me. That's okay. You know, we'll put the chest there. Or maybe there. This is totally temporary, and I will be changing this later. Purely a proof of concept. And we do something like, I don't know, that, which now means I can't open the chest, but, you know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And right here where you put the soul campfire. Nope, wait. Oh, sweet, okay. I actually forgot another thing I need to do. So we put it down here, right? Put this down, get a dropper. Two sticky pistons, 2 observers, one of these. I think you just need those, I think. Let's see if I still know how to do this. Put a block there. Face it into there, so all things will collect in here. Then we put the dropper. Bam. Then when we detect items in the dropper, like that. I wonder if I can actually... I mean, the easiest thing would just be go around it, right? Or go under. The easiest thing would just be go under. Yeah. Right. Making this more complicated than it needs to be. Items collect in here. Then when there's items in here, it'll get detected. Just check and make sure that works. Yep. Then sticky piston. We only need 1 sticky piston, that's okay. Does this work? It does. Look at that. You do this. And just like that. Item goes in, item goes out. It's physically that simple. That is, it is 1 piece of redstone dust, 1 dropper, 1 sticky piston, 2 observers, and a comparator. That is all it takes to do this. And since we also want this to be a place that we can come and kill them, we do a little something like that. And now we have a room. But not only that, a way for these to go. Something as simple as that. Items get dispensed right here. I didn't bring a... I think it's... what was it? It was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do it right? Yes! Okay. So I need 2 signs and a few hoppers. Okay, let's make a few more hoppers. These are one of the the farms are easy to build, especially if you don't have any mechanics of like turning them on and off. It's just they're here, like when you get close by they start working. That's awesome. So we do something as simple as, actually let's grab some glass so we can seal up the entrance. Get some chests. How many do we have? Oh, thank you, Kata. I'm gonna make 10 hoppers just because we really don't have any hoppers. And it would be nice to have some. I will do that hydrate. Thank you. And we really need to break down some of this iron. You know what, I'm going to take some of this ore. And do that. Hello, Major Chaos. Let's get some iron up in here. Perfect. Get some coal. Let me get that smelting up here real fast, just so we do have some stock of iron. Alright. Split that into 4. Awesome. Now we have some hoppers, we need some signs, and a little bit of kelp. Those will do perfectly. And so will that. Awesome. Oh, and probably some lighting too. Where is torches? Those are going to be very handy just for lighting up the space. Do I have any more food? I do not. Potatoes, how we doing? Let's get a stack of those cooking. Yeah, the biggest thing you'll notice about building a skeleton farm, the thing that takes the most time, is decorating it. Genuinely, that is the hardest part. The redstone is pretty easy. You just have some way of like getting the skeletons health down and then spawning them in, and then you've pretty much got it. The hard part is how do you want it to look? Because like now that you've made it, you probably want it to look nice, or at least look like it matches your build. And then what are you gonna do? So we'll do a sign there, and then a water source. Thank you. I'm gonna put that there. Awesome. I forgot to get that ice block. But since this is where we're yeah, I'm gonna move this one down as well. Put some lighting in this forsaken place. So something like that. Obviously, the room here will look a lot better once we do it. But I'll dig out something, I guess, yeah, because the room just needs to be here. It doesn't need to be anything grand. We'll definitely decorate this later anyways. So something like that. Kill it here. Now we just need to move the redstone around. Move it down one. Then block there, and cool. And there it is. Not a difficult thing to move at all. So if for whatever reason we want to stand here and kill the skeletons, we just take that out and swipe. Love that feature. Nope, wait. Wrong pickaxe. But then we have this running underneath it. Probably something like that, just to stop items. We'll have a piece of glass, no, ice there. Water thing running up here. Of course, this location will change. This is mainly just for demonstration purposes. Got it. Ice, not glass, ice. One of these. And just like this, farm is basically completed. Genuinely, it is done. Oh yeah, I should also probably put blocks over it. Or one block over it. Got it. Then do that. Probably should have moved it back a few blocks, so. Then we just put a little bit of a wall here. I forgot the slab. Dang it, how'd I forget the slab? Man, okay. I really forgot the one thing I said was really important. Or I guess a wall, you could put anything on top of it just as long as they can't spawn. I still have some of those walls, right? Yeah. Actually. Deep slate slab. Why not? As long as they can't get stuck up there, you'll be good. Alright. And bam. Okay. Put that there. Break that. They also immediately spawn. And just like that. Look at that. Items. Probably would be better to put something that, like a trapdoor or something that we can still open, but like as skeletons spawn. Wait, sorry. As skeletons spawn, they'll go down there. Yep, they'll get funneled into that hole. Or they... There we go. And then items will drop. Probably should make the hole a little bit bigger. It seems like they're getting stuck. Oh, I'm picking up the items. I see. And there you go. Skeleton farm. That's really all it has to be. So we'll change the glass out for tinted glass so that way the light out here can't get in there, and then we'll make our tunnel go right alongside it so it'll be like marked off as if like it got into this area and caused the cave in and other stuff like that. And yep, that's the skeleton farm. That's really it. Now, let me actually check. Have we still got some time? But that's really how simple it is. You just AFK here, be close to it, and it just produces bones and arrows. I don't know if it can produce bows and stuff without you directly killing it. I'm going to put a torch here. So that way it keeps all of this dark, but we can, you know, we don't have to, we can do it like that. Cool, right? So we're just passively making bones now. Look at that. Skeleton farm. It took like, what, half an hour? Maybe less if you were trying to explain it the whole time. Yeah, actually, I think I know a fix for that. I think I know a really easy way we can get around them doing that. Yeah, let me wait for these skeletons to go down. Cool. Disable it. Because if I... No. Oh my gosh, it's producing XP like crazy. Well, I'm stuck here. Probably should have blocked that off first, but that's okay. Thankfully, the redstone system is still very simple. Just for the testing purposes. Look at that! 23 bones. This is how we get bone meal. Bone meal, very good. I'm gonna put a block underneath it and then do something like... Because if I do that, or maybe even like this, where they can sink into it. So let's say I'm just floating here. And then let's say I'm in this middle part right here. What I want to do is, yeah, that. Cool. So that way they like sink into it before going in, which is exactly what I want. I need a fence gate. Yeah, welcome home, Raven. How was the drive? I thought there was something in the boat for a second. That scared me. Food is back. Have furnaces. Furnaces are useful. Love that I put them in the tree. It is so nice to just have a floor dedicated to them. Awesome. Now I need fence gates. I have one there. Because I've been waiting on them coming. That's right. I remember you talking about that. Whee! Okay. Entrance right over here. But yeah, now you have double the force of the water pushing you in. And I think that should be enough. At least I'm gonna hope. Let's cheat. Let's see. If anything, they're getting more caught. Oh yeah, my arrows are filling up. Cool. I think skeletons just do that naturally. Yeah, I actually think that that addition made it slightly slower. Oh my gosh, it made me jump. It actually made me jump. Cool. I think we can just take it back to normal. That is all you need. Alright, cool. So you don't even need that little extra piece. This just makes it. Look at that, we already have half a stack of bones. Cool. Now, this will definitely have to be changed, but we can at least start figuring out what we want this area to look like. And then as we're working, we can just have the bones be being made, which is pretty cool. If I do that... Oh yeah. I just figured everything out. Look at that. Because I want to do a pretty large tunnel. So like a 3x3 walk over to here. And then a 3x3 on either side. Copper! Even more copper. So yeah, this is roughly the size of the tunnel that I want to go for. Now I know tunnels like this can also be curved around the sides. Maybe like a big oval. So we may actually end up pushing this back one or two. Because again, we want it to be at least partially submerged because, you know, this is a sewer system. Look a little something like that. shape I'm going for. We'll just do a little digging and then kind of figure it out as we go. Oh, right. Hello, water? Buy water. Thank you. What we'll probably do is have like the chest in the pathway or something so that it comes up underneath. So something like, yeah, that. There we go. So yeah, then round off the edges a little bit with something like that. Boom. And maybe even lower it like this. Now how does that look? Definitely gonna have to make this look better. So then something like this. Then we're probably only gonna have the ceiling be like 5 blocks above this. And the ceiling will also match. So it'll be like that. There we go. So I have the same 3, 2, 1 pattern going on there. I'll just light it up. I'll just light up here. There we go. So a little rough. But likely. Something like this. And since we're here, grab all of the ore we can. We'll probably find plenty more of this stuff on our way as we dig this over to the main island, but you know. Cool. Oh, wait, no. Wait, yes? You're doing this, right? I mean, this is the, I was not doing it right. This is where it should be. So now to fill this all in, because we have the blocks and don't need the space over here. Oops. Got it. Something like this. It definitely still feels a little too closed in. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh. We need to shift this over one. One moment, we gotta shift this block. This one over. I thought it felt a little bit weird. Wait, nope. Oh, I see. Did I make this one too low too? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, these 4 blocks. How did I not notice that I did that? And I did like the depth. I did quite like the depth, actually. Yeah, here. Let's just move this down one. That's I guess the easiest solution. Just move it down. I still am confused. I mean, okay, we're moving it down, right? So, move this. Bam. do this. This. Why? This should line up, but it doesn't. Are we back? Oops, stream. Yep. It doing it done. Glad we're back. Did it? All right. Looks to be okay. Looks like we're still in one piece, which is pretty good news considering everything. Welcome back, Will. Thank you. We are just about finished with the general layout of this. And the ad break is finishing up. Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing? Thank you for the hydrate, Road. Appreciate that. And a stretch with mittens. And a stretch. Well, and another stretch. Rogue's just coming back and doing all the redeems. Love that, actually. Eek. Okay. Well, I will do that. The stretch, in fact, is overruled by the stretch with mittens. So, alright, you already know the drill. If you would like to stand up and stretch with me, feel free to join. Ooh. Oh, my body hurts. Let me tell you, yesterday was Mother's Day. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. If you are a mother, happy belated Mother's Day. And if you have a mother, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got to spend some good time with her. Or whoever your mother figure is in your life. I hope you had a great day. I spent all of it working. Let me tell you. Restaurants during Mother's Day? No joke. They are no joke. We had 4 servers working, and I think we ended up with like 5. There was a lot of people going out yesterday. It was crazy. Alright. Stretch your arms, your legs. Make sure to work any muscles like your hands, your wrists that you haven't moved a lot. Make sure you're getting up and moving and doing a little bit of stuff. Snack size price mobile day. That's awesome. That's really thoughtful. And we always end up the same way. We take a deep breath in and out. Alright. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I just rammed into my computer. That's great. Okay. You're really gonna have to do something about this. Oh, wait, that's right. Where'd my glass go? There we go. Problem fixed. Look at that. That's just from digging this out. Which actually let me finish doing that so I can show you the idea I have in mind. We just need to get this top block right here put away. Alright. And then one there, and One there. Cool. And this is more of what I was thinking of for the layout. So this is what I think the tunnel design is going to be. Right here, you know, there's like a bridge, a catwalk, if you will. It'll probably have little like supports in the water, like that. Something like this, kind of hold it up, because you know it is a bridge. Probably use fences or something like that. Maybe even suspend it from the ceiling. That could be fun. Like have like little things on the edge, like chains holding it up. That could be really cool. Do I have any chains with me, or did I put them away? I put them away. But I think that would look really cool. Like just suspended over the water. And then, you know, right here, or close by, like maybe we do another like couple blocks, and then that's where the cave-in is, cuts it off. And it's like this is an old sewer system that used to run here. And just from that, we have all this bones. So, any flower farms we build from now on, well, I guess any crop farms, we don't have to worry about bone meal now. We are making our own bone meal. And we have an idea for what we're going to do for the future of this. So next stream, I don't know if we'll work on this next stream. I mean, we have the farm, so I might AFK here between streams. Probably what I'll do is maybe something with the base. I know let's see. Let's take a look at the board actually. Let's take a look at the board and see what things we have done. We can mark off mob farm spawner. That's a whole goal that we have. I forgot that was a goal. Okay. Let's go mark that off real quick and see what we're gonna do next stream. Ink sac, thank you. And green dye, thank you. Always a good feeling when we get to do this. Been a hot second since we marked one off. Boom! The project side now has one done. We could work on an automatic mud farm. We actually have the glass to do that. Kelp farm would be fun. We could build a kelp farm. I would not mind building a kelp farm. Because we have so much kelp here, we could either put it in the water somewhere like along here, or put it over by the ink farm and just have like a farm over there. So yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do... Oh, and we're close to expanding the area of the mob farm done. We just gotta put some islands and stuff over there. So yeah, I think next stream we'll do a kelp farm. Oh, perfect. We're coming back in. We're coming back in. All right, so we're gonna switch over to stream ending. I'm gonna find somebody for us to raid out into. And I closed the music because it was causing a little bit of a problem. It's almost like I can still hear it. I think that's just me having listened to the music too much. But I hope everybody had a good time. Stream seems to be struggling hard for some reason. And... yeah, you know what? Mavis is live right now. Well, let's raid into Mavis. We've raided into Mavis plenty of times at this point. We all know them. We all love them. They're great, great creator. They've actually been streaming on YouTube and Twitch together, so if you ever have some time over on YouTube, definitely recommend you go check out those streams over there too. but we're gonna raid into them. Thank you everybody so much for the stream today. It was super fun, and I hope you had a great time. I've been in the mailbox, and I will see all of you next time.